Hey Jack, just as I promised, Professor Oz here in the Stanislaus National Forest in Tuolumne County at a meadow. Can't tell the name of the meadow, but there's a whole bunch of meadows here in the Stanislaus National Forest. And let me tell you something, people have experiences with all of them, so it's going to be your chance to go ahead and try to get one for yourself. Anyway, we're all set up here. We got the campground set up, we got our camper set up. It's the afternoon, it's about 68 degrees. Nobody else here except for us, so it's going to be really interesting. So you might say classes in session. So hopefully I'm not going to have one of those moments tonight where I go, what the whoop? And all of a sudden something happens and I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't throw everything in the camper in 30 seconds and get out of here. But I guess I'll just have to put on my big boy pants and man up if something happens. Then again, we might have a total aquatic experience here. Nothing's going to happen. Everything seems quite normal. We've kind of done basically a sweep of the premises with the dogs. I haven't found anything that looks like footprints or anything else out of the ordinary. So I want to keep you posted. If anything happens, we'll be on it. I'll probably put the helmet cam on eventually. We'll take a walk. But for now, I wanted to check in and say, hey, better be taking notes because this quiz is coming soon. Jack. Hey Jack, it's me again, Professor Oz. I want to tell you what I'm doing here tonight. I haven't really felt much Bigfoot activity, although just a few minutes ago, not even 2 minutes ago, as I was setting up my camera, I heard 5 loud, but it sounded like something banging on a tree. Now in the Bigfoot world, sometimes we call those tree knocks. Now I know I've heard the real deal before. This was far off, and the one I heard before was only 3 tree knocks. This was 5, which seemed like a lot, but it came from a direction, well, I'm kind of twisted around with my east and west, but I'm guessing it came west of my camp. It sounded like quite a long ways off, but anyway, I'm not sure if there's a tree knock or not, but what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up a little offering we sometimes do, where we put things in a certain kind of order. Sometimes Bigfoot seem to like to play and let us know they've been there without being really straightforward about it. So as you can see, I'm going to back out of the way, hopefully you can see it. I have a boomerang. It says Mr. Osborne Drongo on it, and Drongo is basically a knucklehead. Next we have the Silver Surfer, one of my students gave to me, then this weird little trollish looking thing that also, I don't know where that came from. I think my wife gave it to me. So I'm going to set these here. It's about 100 yards from my camp on a log, and I'm going to come back later on and try to put I'm also going to put a solar light, which I've been letting warm up all day today. I want to put that down here. Sometimes they need to be attractive with little trinkets, different things. And then as well as that, what I'm also going to do is put what we call a food offering. And try to tie it to one of these branches here that high enough off the ground that a bear can't get it, but loose enough that a squirrel can't. So that'll be my next job to do. So anyway, you can see the order right there. I'm also going to take a picture with my cell phone right now too while I'm talking to you, so we can double check, because sometimes I can't see these results till I get done. So here we go. No phone service here, of course, so if something happens to me tonight, I'm really screwed. But I'm going to think positive about everything. And there we go. Take a picture. Right there. Boomerang to the left, Silver Surfer in the middle, a troll to the right. Here we go. Who knows? Not to say that something else, if things get knocked off during the night, that's not so much. That could be a squirrel or anything or an animal. We usually look for things to be moved around in different positions. So a lot of times, if you don't, you can make a mental memory of it, but you don't have something pictured. You can't know if your mind's playing tricks on you. So anyway, this is the second part of my little thing here at Stanislaus National Forest, I should say, in Tuolumne County, Northern California. And it's about 3:30 here, so we still got at least 5 hours of daylight. So I'll probably make the sandwich and set the solar light up here as evening gets on, and hopefully we'll have some activity. If not, well, like I said, more often than not, nothing ever happens, but that's kind of the fun of being out here. So hopefully you're getting a little tutorial on what we do when we go out in the field. So peace out and giddy up, Jack. Okay, Jack, I'm back. It's about 7 o'clock here, Saturday night. And you can see it's still pretty light out here. But then again, these are the longest days of the year. But I thought I would go ahead and talk to you about what I'm doing before it gets too dark. So we have about an hour and a half where it gets really, really pitch black. And that's when the excitement starts when you're out doing this kind of stuff. Because during the day, it's sunny, it's warm, the birds are chirping, you can see everything, but the rubber really hits the road when it gets dark. So we may have a quiet night where nothing happens at all. Then again, maybe it might be sheer pandemonium, I don't know. It's just me and my dogs. There's nobody out here at all for probably at least 5 or 10 miles in any direction. A few people driven by in cars tonight, but there are no campers at all. So what am I going to be using tonight if anything happens? Well, the first thing I'll be using is what you call night vision here. This is my very first piece of equipment I got. It's really cool. It basically kind of illuminates the night. And we're going to have a pretty strong moon tonight. I don't know if it's a full moon yet or not. But with this thing, you can really pretty much almost make it daylight. So this is a good thing to have. The other thing I'm using tonight is what they call infrared. And this actually heats up anything that's actually alive or is radiating heat. Even rocks sometimes will do it too. When they get all the sun, they'll show some heat images. But it's pretty easy to tell a rock. This can help me out if something's going on. So basically, I have my bait offering way down behind me here. I have 3 toys on the log. I have a solar-powered little light there. I'm not going to have a campfire tonight. I'm kind of tired. I'm just going to put the dogs in the camper with me. We're going to chill. I'm going to read a book. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But it can be really scary sometimes. Then it can be really not scary. I don't know. Like I said, the last time I got really scared was a couple of years ago in Bull Lake when my camera got shaken. So I hope that doesn't happen tonight. It might though. And I will try to get on and communicate with my GoPro if anything's happening tonight. But if there's enough pandemonium, I probably won't talk to you tomorrow. But tomorrow morning, we'll get up and we'll go ahead and check and see if the peanut butter jelly sandwich has been used. If anything on the log has been moved around. I don't know anything about the light. That's just to bring them in. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, take some notes, Jack. Pop quiz tomorrow. See you later. All right. Good morning, Jack, and happy Father's Day. We're getting ready to check out here. We went over to the where the bait offering was untouched. All 3 of the toys untouched. And so that pretty much marks the end of it. I'm still not sure what to think about the 5 wood knocks I heard yesterday, and then there's 1 distant wood knock also. Could have been other things, but then again, I never heard anything after that. So once again, when you're out looking for Mr. Foot, you never quite know what is what until you see one. That isn't very often. But in the meantime, we had a great time here, and I hope you'll check in next time. In a few more weeks, I'll be heading up to Oregon, going through Del Norte County, where I had my really interesting experience last summer. We're going to try to get the same spot and reduplicate things. Probably isn't going to happen the same way, but who knows. And then heading up from there to Oregon to the Beachfoot Conference, and then parts unknown. So I'm guessing it could be enough things that we'll probably break into 4 or 5 different programs. But anyway, hopefully you had a good time watching the show. You learned a few things, and I always learn. So all I've got to say is good for you, Jack, and we'll see you next time.